Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Timo. So, when I started putting my desk setup together, I wanted to work in a few smart lighting accessories for the entire room. And I was browsing the web and naturally my first stop was at Philips Hue because they're the first that come to mind when thinking about smart lighting. And I was really getting into the idea of making everything smart and connecting everything to my phone for about 15 seconds until I saw the price. I mean, $50 for a single RGB light bulb and another 60 for a hub to actually use it? No thanks. So I was off to find an alternative with similar features that would not make me broke. And that's where I found Yeelight. And you'd be forgiven if you've never even heard of that company, because the only thing that I know about them is that they're somehow related to Xiaomi. But that's it. But they do have quite a big range of products, all the way from kids lamps and night lights over smart LED strips, all the way up to smart dimmers and control modules. Now I was just interested in getting a smart light bulb, so I didn't need to get any other accessories as it doesn't require you to use a hub or a bridge because it connects directly to your Wi-Fi. So I went with the Smart Light Bulb 1S because I wanted a smart light bulb with an E27 mount for my desk lamp, but you can also get them with other mounts as well. And although Yeelight products are cheaper than Philips Hue for example, I still paid around 30 bucks for this light bulb, and although that's not crazy expensive, it's not totally cheap either. And the thing is, I picked it up on Amazon, but you can also get it for about $16 off of AliExpress, but those sites usually take around 3 or 4 weeks to actually ship the product, and I needed it pretty much immediately, so I just bought it on Amazon. And on paper it compares very well to the Philips Hue alternatives, as it has the same 800 lumen brightness, the same life expectancy of 25,000 hours, and the same 2-year warranty, so overall it's not a bad deal. The smart light bulbs and of course all the other lights are controlled through the Yeelight app, which in my opinion is very good. Now some people have had a few problems connecting their devices to the Wi-Fi or their Yeelight account, but some more recent reviews show that this problem seems to be solved because they don't have any issues whatsoever, and also I didn't have any problem connecting it to my phone and getting it up and running. So let's have a look at the app. Apart from the standard stuff like setting a timer and schedules, as well as having your bulbs react to music, you get some recommended presets for your lights, which you can activate by a single tap. And some of them are pretty special because there's a preset called Birthday Party, and what it is essentially just a sort of red to yellow flow, which I don't think I'll ever use, but there you go. And you can also create your own scenes using multiple lights, so you can, for example, set your ceiling light to white, then have an orange desk lamp in the background and an LED strip flow between purple and green, if you wanted to. Now of course this only starts to get more appealing the more Yeelight products you have, because I mean if your entire house was completely filled with Yeelight products, then I could see this coming in very handy and be pretty cool. Apart from that, you also have a quick access to a few colors such as red, green, blue, yellow and purple, but you can also customize your colors even more in the color tab itself, where you can pick one color out of all the 16.7 million. But you can also set your light to be white and choose a color temperature between 1700 Kelvin, which is very orange and warm, all the way up to 6500 Kelvin, which is even more blue and cooler than daylight at noon, which is about 5600 Kelvin. And on top of that, Yeelight also works with Google Home, so you can have your Google Assistant control your lighting. Okay Google, turn off my desk lamp. Okay Google, turn my desk lamp on. One thing to note though is that you do have to create a Yeelight account to use it. So Yeelight is great and you can ignore Philips Hue entirely? Well, no, it does still have some issues. For example, every couple of weeks I would experience some weird connectivity issues where, although it gets power, it still shows up in the app as not connected and offline, but that was always easy to fix with turning it off and back on again, but it shouldn't happen nonetheless. Another weird thing is that the colors are very inconsistent when dimming it down, so when you have it set to a warmer tone of white and dim it down, then it tends to become red, and that's a bit of a shame as you can't really use the dimming feature all that much. And the same sort of bug also occurs when having it set to a color. And also related to dimming, sometimes at low brightness it starts to flicker a bit, which is really upsetting because once you see it you can't unsee it, and I don't know if that's unique to me or if other people have experienced the same thing, but it's very annoying and it shouldn't happen. So those are the downsides that I've experienced from using it daily for about 3 months now, and I think apart from that it's still a very solid option for anybody who's just getting into smart home or smart lighting for example, or of course those who don't want to spend a lot of money and still want to get great capabilities from smart lighting. Overall, I'm very happy with it and I would probably buy it again because the difference in features is not enough for me to convince myself to pay the price premium for a Philips Hue light instead. But if I was to equip a whole house with smart lighting, I would probably go with Philips Hue instead, because although these downsides are quite minor, it would still drive me nuts every time it happens and I wouldn't want to deal with that. But that's been it from my thoughts on Yeelight. Have you made your home smart yet? And if so, are you also using budget alternatives? I'd love to hear some recommendations in the comments below. And while you're at it, please let me know if you've liked the video or not. And if you didn't, then tell me why so I can improve because I'm still learning. And feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And maybe I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.